This presentation was completed at Somerset Academy Canyons Auditorium on January 10, 2021. Hello, ma'am. How may I help you today?
Hola, tengo mucho dolor de estómago, necesito ayuda.
No habla español. Do you speak English? I'm sorry, we can't provide care for you.
This scene is present in many medical facilities as many people cannot speak English and consequently do not receive proper medical care. Today we'll be discussing how to improve the social determinants of health in our community.
I'm Charlie Quirk.
And I'm Valentina Guzman.
When improving social determinants of health, we first need to know, well, what are social determinants of health? Social determinants of health are characteristics that are non-medical related and impacts a person and communities of health. And there are two main types.
The two types of social determinants of health are structural and intermediary. Structural determinants of health include the socioeconomic and political aspects. This includes the government, the laws, and the values that affects and determines the society's abilities to receive resources. This then leads to a person's economical position, which is based on the race, the gender, the social status, which affects a person's vulnerability when experiencing or encountering certain abilities in their life.
Economic position also affects the second social determinant of health. It does this by affecting the person's ability to acquire necessary items, such as housing. The five main social determinants of health are economic stability, education, social and community context, neighborhood environment, and healthcare.
I know that was a lot of information to take in, but in order to break it down for you, we have created the domino effect on social determinants of health. To start off, social, economic, and political aspects determines a person's ability to receive quality, resources, and support from the government. Obviously, if social, economic, and political fails, then economic will too.
Economic positions a person's exposure, vulnerability, and outcome impacted by their social status, occupation, and personal lifestyle. And obviously, if that's bad.
So will intermediary determinants, which are the necessities that we need to survive, such as housing, food, aliments, pretty much anything we need. If one fails, so does the other.
One major social determinant impacting Palm Beach right now is poverty and unemployment.
Low-income population is 30.52%. Families that are in low income suffer many difficulties attempting to obtain aliments, affordable insurance, or pretty much any needs.
Imagine having to decide on whether paying a bill or feeding your family. In continuance, two other social determinants impacting Palm Beach right now are race and inability to communicate. In Palm Beach County, race has played an immense role, especially to the people of color. 45.43% of Palm Beach County is made up of the people of color. And even a study done showed that Black people most likely die around the age of 67 and white around the age of 90. So why is there such a big life expectancy gap?
Additionally, people that are not able to speak English is 32.7%. As shown in the skit that I presented, I was not able to state that my stomach was hurting or that I needed treatment or medication, which puts me at a risk for low quality healthcare.
Our plan, in order to eliminate the various detriments that we already talked about, we have to focus on all of them. And able to do this, we are starting a nonprofit organization called Asclepian.
Asclepian. It's the bright one, it's the right one, it's caring for all. Asclepian is the name of our nonprofit organization. This is a term that dates back all the way to Greek. It refers to healing centers that would be provided for care. Similarly, we as a HOSA chapter would like to do the same and provide non-chargeable care for our patients and provide them the care that they need.
Getting started. In order to establish Asclepian, financial aid will play an immense role.
By implementing fundraising activities such as walking marathons or selling candies or even car washes, we will be able to have the financial aid we need. And also, we will acquire donors such as the Palm Health Foundation.
And as time goes on, thanks to Palm West Children's Hospital, we'll be able to open up our dream-free clinic. Asclepian would work similarly to a personalized estimate of a patient's need. We'll have a website and in-person submission forms at our office.
The website would work pretty much as they would say their name, their address, and whatever they need and submit it. And as soon as possible, we will get back to them. The in-person submission form will work the same, but it would be in person, and you would submit the form in person, but everything else would be the same. plan sounds very well put, but how are we going to do it?
Well, first we're going to start by improving unemployment and poverty.
Improving unemployment and poverty.
Poverty impacts many people as they're not able to pay for insurance or have the quality medical care that they deserve.
Asclepion will be opening a free clinic that will be able to treat patients and allow them to receive free care.
This will be done by having local organizations and hospitals in order for our free dream clinic to come true. Improving language and race.
As seen in the skit previously, I was not able to show that my stomach was hurting, and this is an extremely common issue that many people who do not speak English or immigrants face. In order to better this dilemma, Asclepion will provide volunteers that will serve as translators in order to allow them to receive quality care.
As for race, in order to eliminate racial disparities, we need to contact our local government to put a harsher punishment on the people discriminating others. As volunteers, if someone at our organization, as we are going to have volunteers that if someone doesn't feel they receive proper treatment, they will be accompanied by them to make sure that they are given the proper treatment.
How can you play a role?
As stated on the previous slides, Asclepion is a non-profit organization that runs on volunteers.
As a volunteer, you can enroll to either become a translator, a driver, or even much more.
You can also contact local clinics and facilities to see if they can play a role in
a patient advocate. Thank you for your time.
All in all, our hosted chapter will be able to make an immense impact on social determinants of health by implementing Asclepion.
We will be able to focus on all the major issues and even provide personalized care.
Whether it be the necessity of a translator, a ride to a clinic, or even receive a free checkup,
Asclepion can provide it. Let's make it happen together.